Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another video. Today's is going to be a little different. My name is Hannah and today we are going to be piping some sunflowers out of soap frosting. I have not piped any sort of a flower or really anything other than the normal soap like frosting and a couple leaves on the rose soap that I did earlier this year. So other than that, I hadn't really piped anything or even tried to pipe anything in over a decade. So I was not only incredibly nervous about how this was going to turn out, but I was also hoping for the best. I will let you know I did channel 2 different soapers on this day to kind of like get in their overall headspace and hopefully do as good a piping as they did. I decided to throw a couple test pipings down, but those soapers are Whitney from Cheeky Goat Soapery. I saw her sunflower soap on Instagram and it is absolutely stunning. I also saw her piping video, so I watched that a couple times as I was trying to go through all of this stuff. The second soaper that I channeled was actually Krista from The Wild Elephant. We connected on Instagram a couple months ago and I have just been absolutely obsessed with her work. So I will link both of those guys below so that you can check out their Instagrams and fall in love with them just like I did. So what I did to get started was I drew little tiny circles around my like parchment paper squares, and the reason why I did that was because I didn't have the brown inside. It wasn't ready to be piped yet. So I went through and I did all of the yellows first, and then you'll see at the end when I go through and pipe the brown insides. And I was really happy with the way my first one turned out. Like, it looks great. And then I dropped it. At that moment right there, I dropped it as I was trying to move it, and that's a typical Hannah move, screwing everything up. You'll see right there, that's the soap frosting that I dropped. So regardless, I want to put some music on so that you guys can just follow along with me as I pipe these. They're really, really satisfying to watch. But before I do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel out a ton. If you are having fun here, like the video as well. And I would love to know if you are a sunflower lover below. So that's the question of the day. Comment below if you're a sunflower lover. I absolutely love sunflowers. I'm really excited to go to a sunflower field here on Long Island in the next few weeks. And I also wanted to let you know, if you're somebody who has been wanting to try Mountain View Soap Co. products out, I currently have a little secret kind of sale going on the website to make room for some fall inventory. All of the cold process, or most of the cold process soap, I should say, is currently 30% off. So if you've been wanting to try it, head over there, check out what we have, grab a couple bars. I'm going to be packing orders this week and at the beginning of next week, and the sale will be running for a little while. I am already currently pretty low on some of my products, but if you have been wanting to give us a try, go over, hit the link in the description, and you can head over to mountainviewsoap.com and check it out. Alright, I am back, and as with all good things again, I had to make another huge mess because you know Hannah, she can't just do something and have it not be incredibly messy. Regardless, I had piped all of the sunflowers that I could get out of the batter before it got really, really hard and unpipeable, and now I'm going through and piping that little brown like center of the flower. The first round of piping, I did the centers after I had piped the middles, and then the second time that I piped, which I'll show you in a brief moment, I piped the middles first and then piped the outside flowers. or the yellow part of the flower. And honestly, I'm not sure that there is one that I prefer more over the other. I do think overall that it was easier to pipe with the brown in the middle first. However, I think that some of the flowers that I did the first round turned out a lot better than the second round. One of the other things that I really wanted to make sure that I did this time was made the actual flowers more yellow, whereas the first round of flowers were a little bit on the lighter side. So I tried really hard to make sure that that was a priority. But here you can kind of see a really quick look at how I piped these guys the second time around when I had the brown in the middle already pipeable. And I also didn't make the mistake of making an entire batch of soap frosting for sunflowers because I ended up wasting a lot of soap the first time. But these guys turned out really cute. I love them. I think they're adorable. And I'm really excited to show you guys the sunflower soap on Sunday. That will be going up on the channel. To give you a little backstory, I ended up having to pipe 2 separate times because the first sunflower soap that I made had a small little design error that I didn't really anticipate or think about when I designed the soap in the first place. If you're wondering when you can get your hands on the soap, I do have I guess if you're looking for information on how you can get your hands on the soap frosting that I've piped here on a soap, I actually have officially figured out when I am going to be releasing. I am going to be releasing all of the fall collection on September 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you're interested in grabbing some, mark your calendars, follow us over on Instagram, and you can stay up to date. I also have a VIP list that I'll link below if you'd like to join it. It's just an email list. I let you know when there's sales or anything, special like a release happening, just so that you're up to date and can grab whatever you would like. Here's a nice little slow-mo, close-up for you on how these sunflowers turned out, and I really like them. I'm pretty happy with the way that they look, and I'm even happier with the way that the soap looks. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you here, same time, same place on Sunday. Bye.